Hello YouTube and Infinite Magic Great players. It's Oppo again. I hope you guys can hear me, right? Thursday pointed out to me in my previous videos that my volume was a little bit wonky, so I'm wearing a headset right now. And I have run a few tests. I think that I sound a bit more clear and concise, and well, if clear and concise isn't a very good word, maybe audible's a word, like you can hear me. And on that note, if the volume's a little bit too loud, please let me know, and I'll do my best to try to mitigate the volume a little bit and bring it down to not ear bleeding levels if it's currently there. Anyhow, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I've gotten a few requests as of late to showcase like how I've done this. I tried to explain that it's not necessarily a tutorial. There's no way for me to tell you this is how you hit 7 billion because at some point it does become a stat check. It becomes what auras are you wearing? What stamps do you have? What levels are they? What do your stats look like? Do you have mythic gear on people? Do you have X, Y, and Z? Like all that stuff is going to translate to damage. And I've already done the mechanic video. I've already explained how this team works, how the cooldown manipulation and turn meter manipulation works in this team. So this will be more so, I guess, a showcase of damage versus like a how-to. I will point out a few things that I overlooked in the last video. First and foremost would be the boss S1, which is the bane of our existence. What this is a single target nuke, and it is dodgeable. I did not know that you could dodge it. But right there where it says after the target with Gaze of Hatred casts active skills. This is the important part. Then he counterattacks. So if you use a basic attack, then he won't do it. And what that allows us to do is around that turn 12, turn 10, turn 12 mark when we desperately um, so need that invincibility to survive. If we just basic attack out of it, then we're able to keep it and sustain it for a few more turns. So that way, whenever he does hit somebody like Bunny or Jack that needs to use a skill, like they can't not use the skill, then they'll be able to, and we are safe for that move. As far as any changes that we've made to the team, we'll jump into here. The first thing that you may notice is where the heck did my Lydia versatility aura go, and that is right here on Jack. So we moved it to Jack. It is a max versatility aura. It is only like level 23, I believe, but he loves this aura. It increases damage tremendously. We're hitting numbers in between, sometimes 240 and 260 on each S4. But of course that varies depending on all the buffs that we've got. If you've got attack up, or if you got the red egg, if you go after Singer like immediately, like all those different buffs do come into play. So the range is more like 180 to 260, but yeah, no, the S4s are hitting pretty hard, and I do think that a lot of it's got to be attributed to the versatility aura. Another change that we made is right over here in the and I'm gonna get some hate for this. I already know it, but I reset my emblems or my talents. I reset my talents, and I basically stole from def rate, HP rate, def, effect hit, effect res. I stole these stats and put them into attack because it's another 1000 attack for my Jack. I did the same thing in the attack. I took the effect hit tree and poured it into the attack rate. I know the attack rate is not a very good one, but we were trying to increase our damage, and we did. Our little Jack is sitting at 58.1 thousand attack now. Very happy with it. I believe that he's gonna be a 60k attack hero once everything's said and done. Well, actually, so you can get about 350 more from the tower tree, so that would put him at like 54.5. He can get another 700-ish from the aura, so he'd be at like, what is that, 59,000? A little over 59,000. And we're still not at max sanctuary, so we still have more attack rate that can be found there. So he will be at over 60,000 with 230 mastery once everything is said and done. Notable change for Singer is we found more runes. We upgraded the skill master aura. A lot of farming, a lot of converting. Let's see. For Rister, we dismantled Catherine's recovery horn and we put all the resources into Rister. So now he's got 56,000 attack. It's very good. No major changes to Lydia or Esther. I will say that I overlooked an important ability here for Singer. The passive on this one stays right here. It grants all allies one layer of Soothing Interlude when allies and enemies have taken action for 20 turns. So basically, once 20 turns have happened, they get a layer of Soothing Interlude. Soothing Interlude blocks the control effect. So we don't need the effect res build on Lydia. The only problem that I face with this is I don't know what I'm going to put on her because the speed that she's currently at is like the speed that she needs to be based off of like everybody's speed. And I don't want to really mess up the tune. I think the only speed increases to this team that I want to do are to Jack and Roll, and possibly Esther. Possibly Esther. I'm not sure if I want to do it or not, but I know Jack and Roll can benefit greatly from the speed increase, so we definitely want to do him. And like, I don't know what else tuning I want to do aside from increasing damage. So this is it. We're still running Blue Victory Sprint on Lydia. We are still running the Hanged E3 stamp on Esther. We are still running the Rister stamp on Rister. We are still running the Singer stamp on Singer, and we are still running the Jack stamp on Jack. So all of that has stayed the same. Main thing is stat and aura changes, and of course the new information about the S1 that we were unaware of. All of that has contributed to doing more damage. And of course, loss of practice too. And if this is your first time watching this video, or not even this video, but like this team in action, I'll briefly go over how this works because I went pretty in depth last video. Basically, every time you use a skill. So look at Lydia's bullet chase right here. This is her cooldown reduction counter. So every time you use a skill, it goes up. There's 5, 6, 7. When it reaches 8, she grants cooldown reduction. So we are balancing the cooldown reduction from this. We're balancing the cooldown reduction from the red egg, and we are balancing the cooldown reduction from Little Jack's emblem, and we'll just show that right here. If the emblem had taken effect, then this would be available immediately. So we're keeping track of all of these different cooldowns and optimizing the amount of S4s that we can use each fight. In order to maximize the damage, because the S4 is the primary source of damage for this team. So it does make sense that we are focusing around trying to put down as many S4s as we can in one fight. So with all that said, we're just going to get right into it and see if we can hit 7 billion for our good friends that have requested this video. Six. And see, I've got this team dialed in to where a lot of times when Jack uses that S4, Lydia follows with the counter attack. So the speed tune, I don't know if I really want to mess with it. I'm nervous about that. I don't want to use red egg because it's going to overlap. Looks like if we use S4, Jack will go next. There it is. Um, 9:45. $11.62 to 14.10. That was a 250 million damage ult. In case you didn't catch that there. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 6, 7, 8. Cool down. If we do this at 6, 7, so we're gonna go 6. I didn't realize the jack was gonna go next. I thought Singer was gonna go next and cut me. We're not hitting this emblem at all this fight. I don't know if we're gonna get our I don't know if we're gonna get our dag on 7 billion from this kind of RNG. So 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 6, 7, 8. Very good, we maintained it. We need to get the spotlight back on Jack. We'll go ahead and do that because it's a 5-turn thing there. And we got the cooldown, so we'll put blue back on him. Five. I don't think Rister does the... He does. But I want to put red egg. Yeah, we're going to put red. And then we're going to turn meter S1 into S4. And then S2 back into Jack. Like that. And then we can S2 into Jack, or red egg into Jack. So right here is very important. If we use the S4, we're going to expel the Singer invincibility. So we're going to have to use the S1 in order to save that for another turn. Okay, 4.1, 4.347. That's big damage. So at 5 billion by turn 14, the start of it, still hanging in there pretty good. I don't think we've got, oh, we do have it. This is a hard decision to make because, okay, so this will give Jack one stack, and then he'll get two, I mean, it'll give Lydia one stack of bullet chase, 2, 3. I think we have to use the blue egg. And then again, what we have to do is, uh, we have to hide from the S1. So in order to do that, all we do is basic attack. And now we're at turn 15 and we still have our invincibility up. Very pleased with this. Um, we just got our cooldown reduction again. We'll put the blue egg then. Drop S4. Turn meter boost and heal. Attack up. Let's see, we'll do team-wide turn meter boost heal, so on and so forth, blah blah blah. Okay, so we're at 6 billion so far. I think that we have the invincibility, so I don't think that we necessarily need cooldown reduce. We're about to get it. Tenacity up, spotlight into Jack, and 606. So that's 210 mil. Still looking very juicy. We're not gonna land Death Down anyways, and we don't need the stack, so we're gonna S1, and then I think we're gonna S1 again. Oh, that was actually kind of sad. So I guess we'll yellow egg here. And this is a perfect example because Bunny's just gonna have to cast the skill. So we're glad that we were able to save it for this long because now we can make sure that Bunny uses her skill and she stays alive. So muy bueno, very good. We'll go ahead and do speed up. S4, put the red egg on Jack. So now we burnt the Singer Invincible on turn 18 as opposed to like turn, I don't know, turn 10, turn 12. Very important things here. Looks like we don't have that. I don't think it matters at this point because we just need to get more S4s in. Actually it does matter. S1, S2, S4, and then we can go right back into it again one more time. Like that. Like that. And I think that we need to do the red egg. Yeah, we gotta do the red egg. Is there a benefit to using this as opposed to this? There is no benefit, aside from maybe getting a couple more turns in. So we'll go ahead, proc this, Jack S4, 7-3-58. 7-3-62. This is the highest damage that we've done with this team so far. Glad we were able to pull it off. I hope that the people that requested this video enjoyed this content. We definitely pushed ourselves to the limit, and you know, it's like every single time I really want to try this team, I wind up doing even more damage with it. It's so much RNG. It's wow. I don't know where the cap's going to fall for this team. I mean, this could end up being like a 9.6 billion team if you were able to survive doing that much damage, but oh, that's it. That's it. So, we're gonna call that for the video. If you made it this far, thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, interact with the channel. I like to read the comments and respond to them. But thank you for tuning in, and we've got a few more videos coming up very shortly. But this is the first one in queue as far as like the requests go. All right.